I'm Councilmember Lori Donchak. Welcome to this episode of Around Town. Today I have the distinct pleasure of taking part in a Fish for Life adventure. Fish for Life is a nonprofit organization headquartered in Southern California with a charter to enhance the needs and the lives of kids with special needs. Selected groups are invited to enjoy a complimentary half-day trip aboard the Dana Pride boat, which you see in the background. San Clemente's very own Jim Holden, who was also named Citizen of the Year by the San Clemente Chamber of Commerce, is the founder of this amazing program. In 2014, the organization celebrated its 20th voyage from the Dana Point Harbor and is seeing growth elsewhere around the country and especially in California. We'll be speaking with Jim about the program that he designed to provide love and inspiration to multitudes of special needs children while teaching them the basics of fishing. So without further delay, let's check out the red carpet introductions before the children board the Dana Pride. The distinct pleasure of introducing San Clemente's Citizen of the Year and the inspiration and founder of Fish for Life, Mr. Jim Holden. Hi, Jim.
Hi, Lori.
And thank you for this great day ahead. Can you tell us a little bit about what gave you the inspiration to start the Fish for Life nonprofit?
Oh, sure. It's a cool story. I was taking a friend of mine's son out to lunch. His name is Jeffrey. He's got cerebral palsy. And this was, from about 2005 to 2009. Every other month or so, I'd pick him up. He was a box boy at a grocery store. And we'd go to McDonald's and sit and talk. And we'd talk about sports and talk about fishing. And so in early 2009, I said, hey, Jeffrey, let's go do something, other than lunch. What would you like to do? And he said, I'd love to go fishing. So that was the beginning of Fish for Life. I dropped him off at his house that day. And from that, the drive from his house back to the office, it's like, all right, here's your calling. It was clear as day. And Lori, the ideas just start coming, Take a boatload.
Well, and you can see it. Everyone we've talked to, are saying things like, what a great vibe. This is so wonderful. Some of the children are over the moon with expectations and either memories already. So how do you pay for such a huge undertaking?
A lot of fundraising. I do an annual Texas Hold'em tournament. That helps. We host a clam chowder cook-off. I'm always looking for funding. Really now pursuing grants and learning how that whole thing works, and individual, funders, and then corporations too. We've had a couple of companies like Quest Software, which is now Dell. They've done a thing, and it's a really cool thing for a company to do because it's a bonding thing. They can extend an invite out to employees that on their campus, if it's a big enough company, that have a special needs child. Invite them on, and then staff the boat with volunteers for the fishing team leaders, food servers, whatnot, so it can be like a company thing. And then, hey, they can, it'd be a good example of a community outreach for the company.
Yeah. Very good. And so if we put your website on the bottom of the screen, would that be a good way for somebody to reach out and learn more about that?
Oh, sure. You bet. That would be good. Or give me a call. I can be reached anytime on my cell at 949-285-8819.
Great. And then just tell me about the kids. How are the kids identified that qualify to go out on such a special day?
It's any condition, and we've had them all from Down syndrome kids, low function autistic kids, blind kids, deaf kids, kids in wheelchairs, cerebral palsy, epileptic kids, the whole gamut. It all works, and it's a riot, Lori. I've had so many reservations from so many parents prior to trips, like, oh, I don't know. 100% of the time afterwards, like, oh man, that was great. Because the balance is just perfect. There's 100 people per boat, 30 kids, age range from like 8 to 18 typically, 30 chaperones. They've got to have a chaperone that understands and tuned in with whatever their condition is. And we have 15 fishing team leaders. and then food servers, and then ambassadors, people just to come along and experience this program. And then we also use it as a neat life lesson for non-special needs kids and bring them on board as food servers and serve appetizers before and after a real nice buffet style lunch. And then Lori too, man, the support for this is just so cool. Locally, I mean in San Clemente and Dana Point, the restaurants, Carboneros, Sonny's, the Bagel Shack, Billy's, RJ's Cafe, the Harbor Grill. I mean, it's the food, it's not a hot dog, a bag of chips, and a Coke. We have a nice spread. It's a real nice buffet, and I don't want to put a burden on any one place, so that collectively they all just chip in, you know. I don't want to leave out let's see, oh gosh, there's also Humphreys, okay, and Borden Brew. Sure don't want to miss anybody, but it's just so cool to see the support, you know.
Well, thank you. You're amazing.
You bet.
You're totally
Hey,
amazing.
It's all about love, and that's what we're doing. We're spreading the love, one boat at a time.
All right, hi Susie. Thanks for being interviewed with us for Fish for Life. Have you ever been on one of these boat trips before?
It's my first time.
How did you hear about Fish for Life?
My mom told me.
Yeah? And do you think you'll catch anything today?
If I catch it, I'll cook it.
Are you going to cook it? Are you a good cook?
My dad's a good griller.
Okay. Is your dad here today too?
Yeah, he's my BFF.
Have you ever been out on a fishing boat before?
Yes.
Oh dear. What have you done? Have you caught fish?
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
It was fun. I had a good time.
Hi, I'm Gabe Bridgerton. I'm from Sacramento, from California. We did the Fish for Life. We always go on the boat and get people bagels, and we do kids for the veteran needs. So we're gonna thank Jim for everything he's done, and we're gonna see the mermaid, and thank you for being here. And Jim's a good guy, and we just want to support Jim.
So this is a man who needs no introduction. He wears a lot of hats, including his foundation hat up here. But today, Don Glasgow is here talking to us about Fish for Life. Don, why do you choose to volunteer with Fish for Life?
Well, I just love doing anything I can to help others who really need help. These kids respond so amazingly. Jim Holden is absolutely an incredible person for these kids. This experience is one of the most exciting experiences that I have, and I do a lot of great experiences.
And you've been out on the boat several times. What is the highlight for you of actually being out on the boat with the kids?
Well, generally the highlight is watching all the children come together as a group of one, regardless of where they're coming from. I'm talking about the kids with autism, I'm talking about the kids with Down syndrome and all the others. They're just like normal kids, and I take great joy from that.
So Donna is the president of Dana Point Sports Fishing and Whale Watching. Did I get it right?
Yes, I'm the co-president along with my brother, Mike.
Okay. And this is a big deal today for you to be providing the boat and the staff to take the kids out. How did you decide that Fish for Life was a good way for your organization to contribute?
Well, Dana Wharf Sport Fishing and Whale Watching has been taking children out fishing for a very long time, and my father, Don Hansen's always given back to the community and always loves programs for the kids. We were approached about 5 years ago by Jim Holden, who's the director of Fish for Life, and he had this crazy idea to take kids fishing. And we've had a lot of those great trips where we take kids fishing, but his whole philosophy was different, and I loved it. His idea was that you take special needs children that don't get the opportunity to go on the water. Their families maybe don't have a chance to take them out because it's really hard for families to come out because they don't have like support and services. So he put together this amazing plan of a fishing trip that would really, really be for the families and the kids. He rolls out the red carpet, he caters to their every need, they have food the whole entire time, hand-passed hors d'oeuvres. We always tell everybody that you can't really know what the trip's all about until you go on one. And it's probably the most amazing experience. And these kids, you would think it's really hard for them to be on a boat for 5 hours. They're on a boat fishing for 5 hours. They do not stop. They fish the whole time. It is, they're better than the adults that we take fishing. So how could we not do it? It's just the amount that we get back from it, and the love that Jim has for all these kids and all these families, and just goes on and on and on. And my crew, my captain Tommy and his great crew, they are like crying by the end of the day. So you just get so much out of it. So it's great for our community, and it's great for the kids to come out and do this, and we'll be doing it forever. This is our 5th year, 5th season.
This is Captain Tom White. He is a San Clemente guy also. He's also our captain today. Captain, thank you for taking us out on the wild sea. First of all, tell me a little bit about the size and the style of the boat the kids are going to be on.
The boat name is the Dana Pride, and it was actually it's the newest boat Dana Wharf has, and it came here in 2002. And it's 95 feet long by 24 feet, and it's got all the top of the art, all new electronics and everything in it, and it's just a spectacular boat. It's amazing.
And you take out a lot of people, tourists, locals, whale watchers, et cetera, et cetera. What makes today so special?
Well, today I've been doing this since Jim started Fish for Life, and it's just kind of chokes me up, but these kids are just so happy and amazing, and we get a lot of them that come back, and we'll see them again, and then the new ones, and then all the parents. It's so rewarding, and it just makes life, how precious life is. It makes you really, your eyes wake up, and just to see the smiles on their face, even though they're smiling all the time. It's just to see them catch a fish or just listen to music and have a good time eating. Just everything about this day is it just makes you feel so grateful.
And one last question. Tell me about the fish. What might be caught today?
Today we probably we're going to catch some mackerel, some calico bass, sand bass, maybe some rockfish. We have caught in the past the yellowtail, and Jim always has some surprises that, we will catch.
So who's this? Who do you have?
This is another special gift that's given to the kids on these trips. A gentleman named Sherman. He's been making these for each individual kid for almost every trip. And he's an older gentleman, and he has a heart of gold. And it's just really another special thing about this trip.
This is Sherman. Many of you may know him through the Boys and Girls Club. He's also involved with Fish for Life, and he's known universally for his fabulous wood carvings. So what am I holding here, Sherman?
Well, you're holding a little shark that I made up to give every child aboard a little memento so they can put it in their pocket and know that they had a day of fishing for Fish for Life.
And how many years have you been doing this for the nonprofit?
Well, I started in 2005. I've made a little over 14,000 toys. And last year, every kindergarten kid on Camp Pendleton had a toy, 859 of them at Christmas. And this year, I'm covering the city of San Clemente.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
This is a terrific lineup. We have Sandler, we have Bootsy, we have Chad, we have Mayor Chris Ham here for Fish for Life, and we have one of the ponies. So, Mayor, what are you hoping will happen today when you go out to sea?
Lots of fishing, catching lots of fish. I'm really hoping that I get to ride with one of these ponies, though. I think I might be a little too big, though.
You want to ride the pony?
I want to ride the pony.
Okay. Well, let's see. Bootsy, should the mayor ride the pony?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, anything you want to say about Fish for Life?
Oh my gosh, it's such a fantastic event. This is the first year I've been able to come out and be a part of it, and it's so great seeing all the people, smiles on everybody's faces, and I can't wait to see the mermaid. I heard there's going to be one, so crossing my fingers, and yeah, it's a great event, and Jim does a fantastic job for all these kids out here today. So,
how did you and your son hear about today's opportunity?
We were at the Poway Kids Fishing Derby where we met Jim. He took first place in his age division there, and then Jim found out he was deaf and wanted to get him on one of these boats, so he called us up last week, and we're here.
All right. Well, I hope you catch something magnificent.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home
getting tired. All right, I'm back. Hot rail. Maybe it's a whale. He got a squiggly. He got a squiggly wiggly. Look, he's got squigglies. He's got two of them. Got me. He got two squiggly wigglies.
I had this trip because I catch more fish.
Lots of fish.
Lots of fish.
And we love Fish for Life.
And we
right?
love Fish for Life.
This is the best thing ever.
It's the best thing ever.
And we love Jim.
And we love Jim for this.
Fish for Life! Woo!
Thank you so much for joining us in this episode of Around Town. And we want to thank Fish for Life. So at the count of 3, 1, 2, 3. Thank you, Fish for Life.
Woo! Go.